Okay, so I shouldn't get interrupted again. Well, at least with the iPad, because I just deleted all the cuts and the recent videos. Like I've mentioned before, I have to do that. There's no sense in keeping those videos. They're easy to do. It's not like it's not like the if I lose these streams, I'd be more upset than if I lost something like a haul video, because a haul video is much easier to replicate than a stream. So speaking of videos, not a while back, I keep saying a while back, I recently did a video on Amazon overpricing, and they had overpriced a book that was $6.99 on the Marvel app. Same book. I need to I reiterate. No, same price. Yeah. Digitally, digital book, not the book. It's a book I can understand. And it's $17.16.99 on Amazon. And I had showed you guys that. It was a video. Hope you guys will see it. And I wanted to follow up video because I do have to admit that Amazon isn't terrible. They just overpriced that book. So that's the short answer is that. So the question is, I keep getting ahead of myself. The question is that should you get your books from Marvel, Jesus, from Amazon? And the short answer is yes, but the long answer is, this is the video is about. Now they sometimes do sales. This is pro. They'll do sales like buy 3 for the price of 2. So and I'm gonna go by list price because for these it's list price. Even though I got them, a lot of them for $8.99. That's a con. Like what makes no sense is that why don't you just because this is readily available and this is free on the Kindle on the Prime Reading. So why don't you just get on that, obviously, but this isn't. But if this is $19.99, this is at the list price. It's pretty good for a thick book like that, and it's only a few more dollars reduce than this. This is $16.99. So you get these 3, so 17 plus 17 plus 20. You guys can do the math on that one, and you get it for 17 plus 20, right? Yeah, 17 plus 20. So you get for less than $40 for 3 books of the Batman. So I like that, but they don't do that all the time. And when they do it, it's always when I have these books to get up for Marvel, the weekly comics. It's never like this where I only have 3 per week. This week it's gonna be 4. There's another one I forgot about, There's one just completely glossed over. But it's also a con because you don't know if you're going to get a book like this in this condition. They say it's a new condition. And you got to wait another day for that, or another 2 days, or however long. That's annoying. You shouldn't have to wait that long for another copy of the book you got for 2-day shipping. That's only happened twice for me, and I can hear you guys in the comments now that go to Cheap Graphic Novels. I don't get that site. I don't. I mean, I could try them out, but it's the thing that I've the thing about it is that, and I'm not gonna say that's a con because it's because of COVID. I know it's out of their control, but it is. You have to wait longer than you have to wait for Amazon's 4 to 14 business days. I almost want to say that's not because of COVID. It's just because of that special book, and I would have to pay shipping for it, so it would have been a bit more expensive than Amazon. I probably would have gotten it sooner on Amazon. It was just because it wasn't on Prime. That book I'm going to be hopefully getting for Thanksmas, because we have things. I think I explained this to you guys in a previous video. We have Christmas over at my grandmother's. They go to Florida, not this year, but they go to Florida during the winter. So we have Thanksgiving over there, and they go right after Thanksgiving. They're not going this year, but we're still going to do it, which is nice. So that's good to think. It's good to know that we'll never break that tradition. Another thing is that they'll have this at full price, where Newbury Comics, a local comic book store that's right next to where I work, you can get it for $8.99 a pop. So I got all of these for more than half it would be for Amazon. I think it is still list price. Let's look it up. Let's do some research. And the pro is that you get it early. If it's Monday and I want it right then and there, I can get it Tuesday or Wednesday. They have 1 day shipping now for Prime members. And Prime, you can get like a bunch of. I'm not gonna say Prime. We're not gonna go that far. Because Prime, you can say, oh, well, you get free movies. You don't get free movies for Raw, and free comics too. They have free books, but it's always the same books. They never seem to change unless I want to change it to a book I already had, a book I just bought. I don't get that. You can't put the one back that you can put the back. Can't put the one back. I said it weirdly. You can't put the one that I wanted and missed out on back, but you put the one on. Yep, $14.99. Save $2. Same book. I got it for $8.99. They don't want, but the secret is I think what it is. It's only a secret. Is they don't want to spit it out me. They don't want to make it that cheap because they don't want to have everyone be like, oh my god, Batman for $8.99, buy, and they get 14 billion copies of it, and they make less money than they wanted to do. Oh my god, guys, I'm making less money because Amazon's going out of business. Oh my god. I did that weird. No, it was because it was a secret. I don't know. Anyways, but that's the whole point. I was trying to make it like, oh my god, oh my god. No, because it wouldn't have worked. Whispering made it better. I don't know. I just feel like I Wayne whisper. You guys can't hear it. I hope you guys can. But that's the thing. Like, why would you overprice your book? Oh, because you can. Everyone thinks Amazon is the best place to get your books. It's not. Now, for something like this is comics related, but it's still a book. Something like this probably would have been $14.99 instead of $16.98. I did pre-order the new Stephen King one when it was new. The Institute, that's the second newest one, because the If It Bleeds I've yet to get. And you get pre-orders too, but you can get pre-order at your local comic store, I'm sure, your local bookstore. But the best thing about that is I pre-ordered a video game. It was Assassin's Creed 3. That's how long ago it was. And I had to go to the same exact GameStop I pre-ordered it from. What if I was in Florida? What if I was like, what if that GameStop burned down or something, or closed, or went out of business? Because GameStop is, for the most part, a really bad video game store. I mean, sure. Let's check something. I got GTA 4 there for $8. That's why I like them, because they have cheap older games. I mean, I don't like it because you guys, I explained to you guys in a video one downside to that, but it's not their fault technically, although it is actually their fault. But I mean, because my Xbox scratches my disc, so what I'm saying is if after a while it stops working. Oh, I showed them. Okay, that's not the complete. Jesus! The complete edition is $84. That's my point. They're overpricing that. Because I think you can. Because I got both that Liberty City, which was the one I had to return. I got both of those for less than $20. $84. $16.75 for the episodes from Liberty City. Nice. I thought it was GTA 5 for a second there. Okay, so I'm going to do GTA 4, Xbox 360. I think I have platinum hits. No, I want the complete edition for too much money. Can't believe that. I want to say that. $40. Oh, renewed. $30 for a renewed copy. That is way too much money. That's a huge con. Don't buy your video games from here unless they're new. And so the point is that Amazon, when you pre-order it, it gets delivered right to your house. I'm sure they do that for GameStop too, but I've heard nothing but bad reviews about GameStop's online service. So, I mean, and they have sales like digital sales. Digital is where you want to go. scratching the outside of my nose, not the inside. So, you know, they have like $2.99 books, but you can just download the Marvel app or Comixology. So, I don't know, because that's the point. You know, when they don't have a Kindle specific sale unless it's for books that you've never heard of. But for comics, I'm talking comics. For comics, when they have sales, it's not Kindle specific, it's Comixology. So if you have the Comixology app, you just buy it off that app, and you don't have to worry. You don't have to deal with Amazon. But I think you do have to sign up with either Facebook or Amazon. That's what you had to do for that DC app, and that's for free books too, freebies, free books. That's what I was about to say. So Amazon is not all bad. You know, they do have some books I will admit, were cheaper to get on Amazon than list price. But it's just like they overpriced that was it Mortal Kombat was that a movie I think I was almost about to say. They overpriced that GTA game that's older. I still can't believe that $84. That's more expensive, and maybe it's because it's rare, but that GTA 4 game ain't rare. I got that for $8, and they're selling it for $40. And you should say, oh, you should sell that game on Amazon and make all your money. It's not how that works, sadly. Oh, that's an after. I don't know. I was gonna text my cousin about it. Yeah, that's scummy. That is extremely scummy on Amazon. I really don't like Amazon. I don't. I like them because you get cheap. You get books at a cheap price, and they come in like a 1-day shipping, and most of the time they come in good condition. I don't hate Amazon. It's just, if I had to give it a score, I would give like a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 5.5. Kind of in the middle. Like, I like certain things about Amazon, but certain things, I'm like, wow, like, you're gonna overprice a video game like that? Like, I almost never want to buy video games on there, like I ever did. I never want to buy video games from them ever again. And it's renewed, too, so you could get it in that condition. And they're good about that, like, you know, GameStop, I still have yet to get a new copy of that book, that GTA Liberty Cities game. But if I get it on Amazon, I would have wasted my money. So, I guess it's better to go cheap. And that's the only game that, like, right after that was scratched and all that stuff. So, I would say at the end of the day, for video games, go to like there's like a Rare Replay store, not Rare Replay. That's a video game itself. But there's like replay stores. You get like older games for super cheap. Scott the Woz, which is a very talented YouTuber. I wish I was as talented as he was. He had a video where he got like cheap games. He was like, it wasn't Bargain Bin Christmas. It wasn't that one. It was Gaming on a Budget or something like that. And he got like a lot of cheap games. And there was one in Maine that I went to, where I got that Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man games, the Xbox ones, the original Xbox. I got those for super, super cheap. That was a huge surprise. So just don't get it on Amazon. Don't get your games on Amazon unless it's new. You know, the newest games are gonna be same price anywhere. And they could have like a sale on, like, say, the new Mario All-Stars game, which that's a whole other thing. I don't have it. I wish I did, but I don't like the game as an emulator. But like that could go to $40 on Amazon instead of $60. And they have movies for like $5, which is a great deal. I think it's like twice that much at Target. So, you know, all in all, I like them, but $400 for a book that just because it's out of print is $400. I hope it's worth $400, because if I doubt that this is going to be the case. But if everything after Venom and Carnage isn't good, and I'll be selling this for $400, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I really like the Venom and Carnage book in this book, and I have that digitally. And for sales, like, if you have a Kindle and you don't trust like Comixology or you just don't want to sign, or you're just too lazy to sign up for Comixology like me, and you do like when they have Marvel and DC and Image, whatever, sales, so you can get cheap Kindle books. That's why I have so many Kindle books. A lot of those I got at a cheap price. And sometimes, actually, a big pro is that they had a Robin book for $10.99, and on DC it was $29.99. And no, I don't know why I don't know why DC books should be that expensive digitally. That's a whole. I did a whole rant about that, but I give Amazon a 6 out of 10. They're not great, not terrible. I mean, where else? But the worst thing is that where else are you gonna go? Other places don't have the best customer service, and Amazon probably has the best customer service. That's another pro. It's just, I think they overprice a lot of stuff, and they probably don't care. They probably do that on purpose. Now, I know that Liberty City Stories Complete Edition, whatever the hell that was, is maybe a rare game, but I got both GTA 4 and Liberty Series separately for less than $20, and GTA 4 alone, renewed, so same thing I got, is $40 on Amazon. So, and let's say it's the same condition that mine came in. I don't get it. I really don't. So yeah, that's about it. Again, what it's good for is that cheap books sometimes, you just gotta look around and can't be that old. The sales, if you're too lazy to go on Comixology like me, get good sales. And the DC books, they have some, and it's not just DC, some of the Marvel books that are like super expensive is the Marvel Zombies one's the last one I gotta get before I'm done with the Marvel Zombies. It did get a low score on Goodreads, and it's regarded as the worst of the bunch. So I'm debating whether or not I should get it. It's like $13.99 on Kindle versus $19.99 on a Marvel app. So it's good for that. And that I would count as 2, because that's really good that they do that. But it gets marked down because that Luke Cage book, I probably wouldn't get. I haven't reread that book. I don't remember liking that dated Luke Cage, like the later Luke Cage when he's like with Jessica Jones. So, 3 good things, and they're big things. That whole digital thing. You get cheap books sometimes, newer books again, and you get some books digitally are cheaper there than anywhere else. And I'll give it to them that you get it in good condition. They have good one-day shipping now. Good customer service. And you get I was gonna say something, but they're good. Most of the things that people say that are good about it, besides, oh, I got this Batman book. It's hard to. It's way down here. I got this Batman book for $16. Yeah, hey, I got it for half off, basically. And yeah, these books have been out for a long time. It's an old series, but still. It should not be $14.99 on Kindle. It should at least be $10. Not Kindle. It should be at least $10 on physical. No, it's $15 for physical. I think $12.99 for Kindle. And you guys already know how I feel about getting books on Kindle, being forced to. That Robin book is out of print. So I had to get it digitally. That's why I spent $100 on books that just were like random stories from Robin that weren't even first appearances. I got it because I wanted those stories, not because I was expecting to have any first appearances in the Robins. I think they have more than just Dick Grayson. I don't know, but that's a whole other tangent. But I just don't agree with their pricing. Their pricing is my biggest gripe with them. And that's why I would just rather, and of course, you don't know if you're going to get a book like in this condition, or a book in this condition. Pretend there's no bend. Yeah, actually, it's a pretty good condition for Apple with this. I thought I saw a little crease bend there, but I didn't. But there's no bend. So, that's why I like going to the New Bright Comics, because I see this, ooh, maybe I shouldn't get this. And then I'll get it on Kindle or something, or not the Kindle, on Amazon. And yeah, I could just get all my books on the Kindle and not have to worry about that at all, because I don't think you're ever gonna get a book in bad condition on the Kindle. But it's a me problem. But I don't want to get like every single book, every single comic from now on the Kindle. I only do that as a last resort. Like if it's not available at Newbury Comics, which is all those Joe Hillhouse books, the rest of those Joe Hillhouse books. And Newbury Comics is not perfect either, no, but I got the rest of this series for $8.99 a pop. That was awesome. And it was Justice League one, somewhere $8.99. But there was that one for $16.99. But, and yeah, you could say, oh, well, of course you're gonna get this Batman series for cheap. You just go on this site or eBay or whatever. You don't have to just do Amazon. Like, yeah, I get that. But my point is that Amazon has it at $14.99. It should at least be $10. $10.99. But of course, they'd rather have everyone buy the $14.99 price than the $10 price. And of course, they keep changing the price too. So maybe one day it will be $10. But not today. That's about it. And also, I will admit, if you don't have a comic store near you, it's good to get Kindle books, or like these books, because you should be paying. Because they're comics. Getting a book like this is even worse than getting a graphic novel like this, because these are always overpriced a little bit. Even I guess with shipping, you pay like double shipping, double the price of the book for shipping alone. So yeah, if you don't have a comic book store near you, or the prices are the same, then you probably just want to get this. Well, this you want to get on Prime Reading, because this has always been free on Prime Reading, but this isn't. So you probably want to get this on Amazon. But I'm sure there are more comic book stores than just Newbury that have cheaper books. And I mean, I have no argument if you don't have a comic book store near you. Maybe cheap graphic novels if you really like that place. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get cheap graphic novels. I'd rather get my books on Amazon if every comic book store near me went out of business. I'd rather go on Amazon than on cheap graphic novels. But your second book is free shipping. Yeah, well, guess what? Amazon, no matter what, gives you free shipping on your first order ever, because they're loyal. It's never pro. And it's very high. 6 out of 10 does not mean, oh, I hate it. No, 6 out of 10 means that Amazon is okay, not the best, not the worst. And I would sooner go to Amazon than anywhere else. So I guess it's a 7 out of 10. But I mean, who are you guys listen to me? I don't think anybody's reluctant to go on Amazon. But I hope you guys know that there is a place, there's things you can download like Honey or whatever, but I don't think Honey is going to tell you that, and that's how they compare prices to other online stores. I don't think Honey is going to tell you that this book is $8.99 at your local comic book store, Newbury Comics. So, I don't know. But yeah, you guys should download Honey. Hell, I might just do that. I'm not sponsored. I wish it was. But, about it. Again, Amazon, I recommend, but be careful. And unless you have no comic book stores near you, then you're screwed.